Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by our chorus.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there, was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Now, please welcome Mr. Kelly to the mic.
Good morning, and thank you for joining at different events like March Madness and the DC trip. So I want to thank you for another great year, and we look forward to hearing great things from you as you go to high school and beyond. We want to wish you the best. We're proud of you, and I hope you enjoy today. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Carlson at this time, our assistant principal, for some special recognition. Mr. Carlson.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Beautiful day out here. It's great to see so many wonderful students, parents, guardians, and friends. So it's great to have everyone here. What I'm going to do now is recognize the achievement of those who made honors for two straight years. And that distinction comes with achieving A's and B's. So what I would like to do is recognize those students today, have those students stand, and at the end, parents, guardians, friends, if we can give them a great big round of applause. So students, as I call your name, if you could stand, and like I said, at the end, we'll give you a nice big round of applause. Gabriella Cardi, if you can stand, please. Samuel Atwood, Emily Barnes, Simon Bissett, Natalie Borzi, Benjamin Burkhart, Tristan Bucco, Joseph Buttieri, Molly Callahan, Caleb Calderwood, Madison Campano, Elijah Chase, Gabriel Cloutier, Megan Coder, Tyler Carenti, Julia Daly, Adrian Dalmau, Nicholas Daly, James Davis, Olivia Delisle, Megan DeStefano, Seamus Dowling, Veronica Doyle, Ethan Duggan, Jane Dunn, Caleb DeRocher, Mia Emmy, Clara Endyke, Gwyneth Fano, David Farris, Megan Faryamuth, Elias Garcia, Lindsay Jumpa, Reagan Goldstein, Garrett Grafton, Sarah Grinnell, Megan Hamill, Riley Hamill, Zachary Haynes, Cameron Hegarty, Noah Horgan, Ethan Hunt, Brian Inger, Diggin Jaslowicz, Caitlin Johnson, Jessica Jones, Tyler Knox, Braden Leclerc, Brandon Lee, Maxwell Legos, Zoe Lamoli, Hannah Linehan, Hannah Longo, Christopher McGuire, Evan Mailhot, Justin Maka, Maxwell Markint, Samantha Montecalvo, Michael Murphy, Calvin Murray, Julia Murray, Ava Nato, Gavin Otero, Angelique Ouimet, Olivia Pantelides, Zarina Pinto, Emily Rubio, Phoebe Rubio, Oliver Schutz, Ryan Shears, Jillian Sheehy, Sabine Smith, Ava Spencer, Abigail Stearns, Laura Tebow, James Valeri, Madeline Whalen, Brianna Wyman, Cameron Werwitz, Sydney Wallback, Madison Young, and last but not least, Nicole Zonaski. So let's give them a round of applause, please. So this is my first graduation, so I don't know if that's an assistant principal's job or just the new guy's job to read off all these wonderful names. So again, great distinction, great honor, graduates, and you may be seated. Thank you. Attendance. Next is the perfect attendance for 2 years. And as I saw this honor, I thought about snowstorms, rainstorms, windstorms, power out, trees falling, and how hard and difficult it is to get to school every day. And we have students that accomplish that for 2 years. And they are Emily Barnes, if you could please stand, and Zachary Haynes. Let's give them a great round of applause. 2 straight years, perfect attendance, great job. Okay, all right, turn it over to Brian Inger, our class president. There goes Brian. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson, and hello, families, teachers, staff, and of course, my fellow classmates. My name is Brian Inger, and as your student council president, I'm honored to be speaking to you today. For quite some time, I knew this speech was coming. I had some ideas on what I thought I wanted to say, but wasn't quite sure what was best. I thought I'd be sentimental and reflect on our time here together. Then I thought, I'd rather share some meaningful words to live by with a favorite quote as heard in every other graduation speech. Then, of course, the obvious. Go with something cliche and take the opportunity to show some Pentucket pride. Luckily for you, you'll get all of that from me here this morning. We entered Pentucket having just graduated elementary school, only recognizing some familiar faces and seeing mostly new ones. I, like many of you, was nervous and maybe even a little scared about what to expect, and was just hoping to see someone I knew in class. I was apprehensive about meeting new teachers, but also excited about beginning a new experience. When I reflect back on how far we've come in our short time together, it is amazing to me how much we have grown and how fast the time has gone by. The future is ours. Cliché as it may be, is the honest truth. We enter high school much like we did middle school, nervous, anxious, excited, and scared. The difference now, though, is experience. While we think what lies ahead of us may be unfamiliar territory, we now know how to get through it. Having had that experience together, we should embrace what is in store for us and make the most of the opportunities that come our way. If we make a commitment to do that, we will not only mature academically, but also will forge relationships to last a lifetime. No matter what path we have chosen for high school, whether it be a private high school, technical high school, or right along the sidewalk at Pentucket, we will build upon the foundation and experience that middle school has given us to make the most of our future. At the risk of again sounding cliche, while this door may be closing, another one will soon be opening for us. For my fellow classmates, I want to share a quote of one of my favorite characters, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie's author, A.A. Milne, always seemed to have a simple way with words that made you stop, think, and take comfort in knowing that no matter how big and scary things seemed, everything was going to be all right in the 100-acre woods. One of my favorites is when he famously wrote, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." With those simple words, Winnie reminds us that rather than being sad about moving on, we are better off for having had the experience. To that, and on behalf of the graduating 8th grade class, I would like to thank the entire faculty and staff at Pentucket Regional Middle School for being such an important part of this experience. As I close here this morning, I see lots of familiar faces: parents, grandparents, relatives, friends, and coaches that I've seen around for many years. Thank you for being here today and for always supporting us. While we come together as a community to celebrate, it is important that we recognize where we come from. While we may head off in different directions for high school, no one can take away the years we have shared together at the middle school. The confidence we have gained, the skills we have developed, and the friendships we have made are ours to keep forever. No matter where we go or what we do, our roots will always be here in Groveland, in West Newbury, and in Merrimack. Our roots will always be green. Congratulations, classmates. Good luck, and go Sachems.
All right, thank you for that wonderful speech, Brian. Please join us in recognizing Miss Young as she retires after almost 20 years of teaching in the Pentucket Regional Schools. On behalf of the students and staff, we would like to thank you for your service. So please, accept this as a sign of our appreciation. Good luck in the future, Miss Young.
I would now like to introduce the Pentucket Middle School Chorus performing the song "Wake Me Up."
Please help me
I'd like to now welcome Mr. Ken Kelly and Mr. Daniel Leonard to perform the certificates.
This is not a musical number, by the way. It's So, the following students have fulfilled the requirements for graduation from 8th grade. Gabrielle Accardi, Jocelyn LaCantara, Charlie Aldrich, Sophia Athanasopoulos, Samuel Atwood, Emily Barnes, Charlene Basque, Catherine Bennett, Brian Bertoldi, Eliza Bethman, Charlotte Bickford, Simon Bissett, Michael Bachman, Matthew Boland, Natalie Borzi, Emily Brankman, Benjamin Brookhart, Tristan Bucco, Joseph Buteri, Brandon Buxton, Molly Cahalane, Caden Calderwood, Caleb Calderwood, Madison Campano, Amelia Carducci, Brett Carlson, Liam Carlson, Madison Casey, Benjamin Castle, Austin Chapman, Elijah Chase, Grace Clevacy, Gabrielle Cloutier, Megan Coder, Jillian Colbert, Che Condon, Jessica Cooney, Tyler Clarenti, Julia Daly, Adrian Dalmau, Nicholas Daly, Ethan Davey, James Davis, Olivia Delisle, Nicholas Denon, Megan DeStefano, Isabella DiGennaro, Eric Dodge, Gavin Dallas, Seamus Dowling, Veronica Doyle, Ethan Drummond, Ethan Duggan, Jane Dunn, Caleb DeRocher, Chase Dwight, Zachary Eckholt, Ella Edick, James Ellie, Mia Emmy, Clara Endyke, Henry Endyke, Gwyneth Thano, David Ferris, Megan Fryermuth, Sean Gallagher, Elias Garcia, Lindsay Giampa, David Gill, Reagan Goldstein, Summer Goodwin, Garrett Grafton, Jonas Grant, Parker Greason, Sarah Grinnell, Faith Haberland, Megan Hamill, Riley Hamill, Lila Hardy, Chet Harrislack, Zachary Haynes, Cameron Hegarty, Daniel Heilman, Noah Horgan, Ethan Hunt, John Hurley, James Igo, Brian Inger, Tucker Jackson, Dignan Jaslovich, Caitlin Johnson, Bridie Jones, Jessica Jones, Oliver Kane, Kara Keene, Elizabeth Kershaw, Tyler Knox, Jenna Grisiak, Nora Landry, Travis Lane, Braden LeClaire, Brandon Lee, Jesse Lee, Megan Laziska, Maxwell Legals, Zoe Lamoli, Hannah Linehan, Elijah Locker, Hannah Longo, Emma Lopata, Luke McFarland, Kylie McKinnon, Spencer McGann, Kate Magdalensky, Christopher McGuire, Evan Mailhot. Frank Majewski. Justin Micah. Maxwell Markins. Madison Martellini. Sydney Matthews. Alyssa Meany. Caden Meissner. Lana Mickelson. Thomas Mixon. Grace Milius. Tyler Miracle. Samantha Montecalvo. Isabella Mooney. Anthony Moran. Justin Morani. Michael Murphy. Calvin Murray. Julia Murray. Ava Nadeau. Lauren Nightingale. Eric Normandy. Daniel O'Brien. Jameson O'Leary. Gavin Otero. Angelique Ouimet. Amelia Page. Isabella Pantelides. Olivia Pantelides. Paul Parachuk. Adam Payne. Alex Peterson. Cadence Pesci. Ryan Pifferling. Zarina Pinto. Brian Plazinski. Noel Prouty. Owen Raftery. Luke Redgate. Ian Reynolds. Thomas Ridgely. William Roberts. Zachary Rosario. Elizabeth Rossi. Emily Rubio. Phoebe Rubio. Oliver Schutz. Seth Schweitzer. Alana Scott. Ryan Shears. Jillian Sheehy. Maeve Shramko. Hayden Sheridan. Jack Simmons. Jonathan Smith. Sabine Smith. Violet Smith. Harrison Soap. Ava Spencer. Abigail Stearns. Benjamin Studman. Christian Steffen. Joseph Stewart. Bailey Stock. Jacob Stubbs. Brendan Sullivan. Carrie Sullivan. Catherine Sutton. William Sutton. Annabelle Sylvanowitz. Abigail Zarek. Derek Tardy.
Smile, Derek. It's over.
Laura Tebow. Adria Thistlewood. Aiden Tierney. Cole Tilden. Christopher Teneo. Madeline Trainer. Sage Trimble. Travis Trimble. Aiden Tucker. James Valeri. Benjamin Venuti. Jaden Volstack. Caden Weber. Emily Wessent. Madeline Whalen. Brianna Wyman. Aiden Wilhite. Bryce Winter. Cameron Werwich. Sydney Walbach. Spencer Wood. Cooper Wright. Jacob Wright. Sarah Yates. Caitlin York. Madison Young. Nicole Zarnaski. And Kiera Zaneski. All right, at this time, I'd like to present Mr. Gilmore, who's going to present some closing remarks to the students.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard, and good morning and congratulations to the class of 2022. You made it. As I predicted way back in September, you would be marching across this stage before you knew it, and here we are. Your 8th grade year is now in the rearview mirror. Here's the bad news. Next year is going to go by even quicker, and the year after that, faster still. Before you know it, you're going to be an old man just like me. Actually, only half of you will be old men like me. The other half will be old ladies like Mrs. Maybe I better not say that. Anyway, between now and your impending old age, you've got a lot of living and growing up to do. You're all off to high school, then it's college or the workforce or military service. You've got a lot of important decisions to make in the coming years. And as you get older, you'll find your decisions carry more serious consequences. As an example, in 2 years, most of you will start driving cars, or as I like to call them, weapons of mass destruction. You will have some serious decisions to make regarding that, and making the wrong decision can be life-altering. You will find that it is easier to make the right decision in big matters if you've been making the right decision in small matters. And it is my hope that whenever you are faced with a decision, you think it all the way through and choose wisely. And now I'm going to give you the secret to being successful in your life. This secret that I am offering to you free of charge, this secret does not guarantee success, but without it, you're guaranteed to fail. So here comes the secret. Are you ready? The secret is hard work. Yes, I can sense the disappointment. Sorry, there's no way around that fact. Hard work is hard. And it doesn't matter what you want to do with your life, whether it's draining threes in the NBA or building rocket ships or driving an 18-wheeler across country. Being successful only comes through hard work. There are no shortcuts. What you can do, and this is sort of a corollary to the secret, what you can do is take something that you like to do, that you want to do, and find a way to make that your job. If you can do that, then the hard work won't really feel like work at all. Now, you former 8th graders are certainly growing up in exciting times. When I was your age, there was no internet, there were no computers, there were only 5 channels on TV. There were no smartphones, no smart watches, no smart TVs, no smart cars, no smart crock pots. What we did have, though, were smart people. And those smart people made all the amazing things that we take for granted today. Things like the International Space Station, the internet, MRI machines, self-driving cars, smartphones. All of these things were just science fiction when I was your age, but now they're real. So my message to you is this. Those smart people who made all those wonderful things were people just like you, who once upon a time sat in their own 8th grade graduations with their whole lives ahead of them, chock full of amazing possibilities. And I cannot wait to see what you smart people are going to invent. While you're thinking about that, I have a few suggestions of my own. How about you smart people out there finally, once and for all, find a cure for cancer? How about you smart people discover a new limitless source of clean energy? How about inventing micro-robots that will travel through the bloodstream and fix whatever's wrong with us from the inside? How about finding a way to end hunger in the world? You know, our last mission to the moon was in 1972. We haven't been back since. That was over 45 years ago. So, why don't you smart people go back to the moon and build a full-time outpost there for research, for manufacturing, and as a launching base for future missions to Mars? I think some of you smart people sitting here today will be a part of that. And I wish I could go with you. And last but not least, will somebody please finally invent a flying car? I've been wanting one my whole life. Your generation has access to more information than any other generation in the history of the world, and that information is just a few mouse clicks away. Your job then, in the years ahead, will be to take those nuggets of information that are floating around out there in the cloud and put them together in different ways that have never been thought of before. And then you will be making today's science fiction tomorrow's reality. So you've got a lot of work to do. But first, take a few days off, bask in the glow of graduating from the 8th grade, and then get to work. So congratulations once again to the class of 2022. God bless you all and have a great summer. Thank you. I have a couple of administrative announcements that the parents need to hear before we recess on out of here. Parents, you'll be able to meet your students over there on the track. There are some sign-out tables, and it is critically important that you sign out your student. Otherwise, we have to launch an Amber Alert and alert the state police helicopters and start dragging the river, and we don't want to have to do that. Also, most of the students kept their cell phones in the lockers, so they can go in and grab those. Okay, we're ready for the last act. So class of 2022, please rise and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the class of 2022.